regard. My my neighborhood actually has fiber, but I don't know what happened a couple minutes though. Let me see. Event viewer. I'm wondering if the event viewer will tell me anything. Hang on. Let's see. System. Where's a big red alarm? Fiber at 8. Nom 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 nom. Yes. Yes, I am bragging to you that I have frosted mini wheats. 938. Is that it? Fatal hardware error has occurred. Reported by processor core. Machine check exception. And that's it. No other details. It's just like, yo, it broke. Alright, I'm gonna do to this what Americans do with health issues. I'm just going to sleep on that. I'm gonna hope that goes away. We're gonna we're gonna just see if it happens again later. Okay. All right. I think we're back. Check your CPU temps without error. Oh joy. Oh great. Awesome. American problem solving. Well, it's problem solving when it comes to healthcare. Yeah. Do you have an Intel CPU? If you do exclamation PC, it'll pull up a list of all my parts. I don't remember, is my honest answer. Okay. I think we're all connected again. All right. Okay. Do you max out your FPS? My FPS? Frame limiter 60 in Guild Wars 2. Alright. First try part 2. Yes, Big B. Mug breaking stuff as usual. Pass Mug. I mean, I was watching the video of Shadowed Observatory to try to impress that guy, and then my computer restarted. So, Pass Mug broke it, I guess. I don't know. I overloaded something. And WoW, I like to play Demon Hunter because of all the movement you have. You jump dash and stuff. Is there any class like that in Guild Wars? There's a couple. If you start as a Guardian and then you become a Willbender, they have really high mobility. Another one is Thief into anything. Is really high mobility. Just Thief is really high mobility. And if you go into Daredevil, that's even more mobility. So yeah, they have a stupid amount. Yep. Bladesworn to an extent. Bladesworn is a type of warrior, and they do that anime thing where they like sheath a sword, and then they stare at you, and then they just like dash forward, you know, and slash everything in between point A and point B. So it's kind of like charge up and then lightning fast mobility for a second. All 3 mucks existing at one time was too much. Yeah, it was too much. Alright. So, average, burn. Adjust self, add boons, utility, quickness. And let's see. Where is the mantra we were using? What was it? That one. Okay. Pass me such a jerk, he's always passing his office problems on to me. Yeah. Let's see. Blade Sword stance is so anime. It really is. It really is. I have Daredevil. I set it to unloaded FPS. PC shut down on me. What about Mecha Blender Virtual Spec? Wait, what? Okay, when you say Mecha Blender, I assume you mean Mechanist? I don't really consider Mechanist high mobility. It does have one really awesome utility, like mobility skill, Shift Signet, but I don't really consider that a highly mobile class. And Virtuoso? Virtuoso has, you know, a teleport if they use it. Virtuosos are normally thought of as a gun, though. Okay. All right. Let's try to do a little thoughts video on this. Okay, so for the New Bloods, I have a series on my YouTube channel called I Tried. And it's basically like I spend a day, or like a play session, trying out a class that I'm not familiar with using guides that smarter people than me in the community have made, and then I just share my experiences with it and my thoughts. So, this is going to be one of those. So let's, we're gonna turn off the in-game music here, and we're gonna talk about it here. And I'm just gonna record one of these off the cuff. As soon as that is done. Did I miss the strikes? Yes, you did. I like dashes and jumps, like characters that can cover long distance in a very short time. Thief. The thief. Yeah, thief. Yep. Okay, here we go, off the cuff. And recording. Hello YouTube, Mukluk here, and today we are going to be talking about an episode of I Tried, where we tried out the Heal Alacrity Mesmer. Now this, I should be more specific, the Heal Alacrity Mirage, which did kind of exist in the past, but it's a whole lot better now, and I'm going to tell you why. And one of the reasons is the most recent patch made a change, and it used to be that the Mirage provided Alacrity by doing ambushes with their staff. However, now they can do the ambushes with any weapon, and they can provide Alacrity, which means they can use any weapon, which means they can use weapons more suited to support than the staff. The biggest one being the rifle. Now, the rifle, which currently I'm using a skin, it looks like a crossbow, but that's a rifle. When you do a normal shot, it's pew-pew, but when you do the ambush, it's blarg. It's like a flamethrower for a second, except it's a healing flamethrower, and then it does all those lovely boons all around you. So the Heal Alacrity Mirage Mesmer will use the rifle and then something else. There's a version of the build that uses 2 rifles, and there's a version of the build that was recommended on Snowcrows, and I am not fluent in Mesmer. I pick it up every 3 months for like 3 hours, and then I put it down for 3 months. So I went to somebody else, and at the time of recording this video, the only version of the build that I found was on Snowcrows. They got this up really quickly. I'll have a link to it in the description, where they recommended, at this time, to be running Rifle and Scepter Shield. So I ran that today, and I played it for a couple of hours, and then I did all the daily strikes. I did the daily strikes and then all the Iceberg Saga strikes to try it out. And I'm just going to share my experiences with you. As always, I want to say at the front end, I am not a Mesmer main. I am not the best person in this game. I know, shocking to some of you. I understand your confusion. I'm just a dude that has got a lot of hours in this game, and I am trying out this build that is like one of the new things and sharing my thoughts on it after, I've dabbled in all the classes, and I'm just going to share my thoughts on this compared to those. So, how does this play, first of all? First of all, it uses a few mantras, so we have to pre-cast those before the fight, so we're going to do that right now. The main things of the build is the healing one and Signet of Humility. The 3 here can change depending on the fight you're in. All of these are flexible, so you're not really like spamming those right here. However, your goal is to get to 2 or more of your clones out. So if I, hit a few buttons here, there's some clones, and then do the Shatter F1 or F2, and just keep going back and forth between those. Okay? You just use the F1 or the F2 anytime they come off of cooldown, and just keep going back and forth between them. So I'm charging another mantra, and then do that one, and then do that one, and that's most of it. I'm using most of the rifle skills right now. Now, you notice I've got 22 might snacks right now. I could have a little bit more. I can just kind of sit rifle the whole time, or I could swap to this shield, and shield 5 helps with might upkeep. You can use shield 5 to help with might upkeep. However, your healing while in Scepter Shield is much lower, because the ambush of the Scepter does not help with healing, whereas the ambush of the rifle does help with healing, which is that right there. Now, anytime you do a shatter with 2 or more clones, it will trigger an ambush, just because of the traits. Some of your traits will make it so that every time you do a shatter with 2 or more of these pips, it just forces an ambush immediately. So that is more healing. We're currently using the Mantra of Healing. Let me run over here and despawn this guy right now. We're currently using the Mantra of Healing because this thing lets you recharge it every 10 seconds. So it's like, you cast it to do, get it ready. Then you can cast it again. Then you can cast it again, and then 10 seconds later it's ready. So every 10 seconds of waiting, you can then hit the button 3 times and get all the benefits of hitting it 3 times. And it will do healing all around you. It will, if you look at my boons here, the quickness is coming from the console, by the way, to simulate me being grouped with a console person. So we're gonna wait for this to go away, and we are going to hit this again now. And I have got swiftness and regen and a healing explosion around me, and it makes a clone, whenever we use our heal skill, it makes a clone. So every 10 seconds, this can just go boom, 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 and generate 3 clones and do a ton of healing around me, and then I can do another shatter with 3 clones. It's really nice. It feels like it's the way it's meant to be played. The other traits, I guess I should talk about the build here as well. So again, this feels required. This feels required. These 3 are flex slots. I'll come back to those in a second. We're using the rifle and scepter and shield. The build, which again I took from Snowcrows, credit to them, I'll have that linked below, is Chaos with Illusionary Defense, so your F2 will also help keep up protection. And you can see I hit F2, tons of boons. Illusionary Membrane, whenever you use F2, you also get Chaos Aura, which goes into Chaotic Transference. Every time you get Chaos Aura, it gives regen to allies. Your F2 also gives regen to everybody. Gain Concentration and Expertise while you have regen. That'll be always in a PvE encounter. And gain Stability when you use any shatter skill. That's self only, so any shatter, you gain self-stability. So you will almost always have a stack or 2 of self-stability, which is nice. It prevents the occasional little knockback that you didn't see coming from knocking you around. Additionally, your shatters will do an additional boon on the team. Your F1 will help keep up might. Your F2 will help keep up vigor. You're spamming those 2. F4 is a group-wide stability on demand. F3 is fury. Honestly, though, you can keep up fury 100% of the time without that, and you can just use the F3 when you need it. I was saving it for CC primarily because it is one of your CC buttons. And then I skipped over Metaphysical Rejuvenation. Whenever you use a healing skill, it also grants regen to allies. So again, boom, there's regen, boom, there's more regen. Actually, correction, that has a 10-second ICD, but you're also giving regen from other sources, so this will just help keep it at 100% uptime. You don't have to rely on thinking about the internal cooldown here. Inspiration. We are taking Lesser Power Cleanse, which removes conditions whenever you use a healing skill from you and nearby allies. 1 second global cooldown, so again, helps with Condition Cleanse, so you're constantly curing conditions whenever you're using these mantras. Restorative Mantras. This one is a choice. Restorative Mantras sizably increases the healing on nearby allies as you are slamming your mantra of recovery. There's no cooldown on this. It's just whenever you use this, to heal your team, it's also healing another big chunk on others. The other option is feedback, which creates a dome around the person that you are reviving. This one, in playing this class for 5 seconds, I can already see that this tooltip is crap. It says it revives the person by 5%. 5% is nothing. That's terrible. However, I think it's supposed to say 5% per pulse, and I think it does 6 pulses. Even the wiki doesn't say, I checked. So that would be 30% revive, while you are also manually reviving them, making it happen much more quickly. Additionally, it will also make it the other feedback, the utility feedback, also help revive. So if you have this and you throw down the normal feedback, start reviving them, that triggers medic's feedback, then they're getting double revive from feedback plus you're reviving. Very powerful single target revive every 32 seconds. Well, it could be multi-target if there's multiple people within range of the bubble. However, you give up this major healing source, which is something that quite a few other classes that have nice revive skills do not have to think about at all. Inspiring Distortion, grant Aegis to other nearby allies whenever you give yourself Distortion or use Shatter Skill 4. So that means, again, you could use the F4 to... Actually, I didn't get Aegis right here. Hold on just a second here. Why did that not work? Grant Aegis to other nearby allies whenever you give yourself Distortion or use Shatter 4. 3 3/4 of a second Aegis. Is that broken? I guess it just doesn't give Aegis to you. I misunderstood that. While I was doing my playtime today, I thought it was giving it to me as well. I see now that it is not on self. Interesting. Okay, create a clone whenever you use a healing skill. That is really nice because we are using this 3 times per 10 seconds. Actually, more like 12 seconds with the casting time, but every 12 seconds we're using this 3 times. So that's 3 more clones that we can throw into shatters. This is super good for what we're doing. Increase healing to other allies. Summoning and illusion heals all allies around you. So again, this is also summoning illusion, so that's more healing on the team. And healing and cleanse conditions from yourself and other nearby allies when you use a shatter skill. So shatters heal teammates and also cure conditions. And you are doing the F1 and F2 shatters constantly. Going down to Mirage, This is just the ambush mechanic. Self-deception. Using any deception skill will create a clone if you have any other clones active. And so, if you end up using any skills that are deception down here, you would use that. But if you're not using a deception thing, you could easily change this to something else. Nomad's endurance. Shatter skills give vigor. So your F1 through F4 helps keep vigor on the team. Strike and condition damage dealt is increased when you have vigor. Actually, you know what? In reading this a second time, this might only be vigor on self. However, this right here, the F2 gives vigor on the team for 14 seconds. So I think that's like 100% vigor uptime right there. So even if this isn't the whole team, it doesn't really matter. Ambush skills grant you use boons. This is your alacrity. The short version is this is your alacrity. And remember, you force an ambush whenever you hit dodge. So like I can force it right now by hitting dodge and then doing that. Also, you will... hey, hang on just a second. Hey, are you going to bed? Okay, Jack, give me just a second. I got to tell my boy goodnight. I'll be right back. Okay, boy's out to bed. All right, where were we? Okay, so Mirage Mantle gives ambush skills the ability to grant alacrity. And so anytime you hit dodge and you hit 1, there's an ambush. And also anytime you shatter with 2 or more clones out, while it'll automatically do an ambush right after that. But remember, only the rifle ambush is big healing. The scepter ambush is just muda, 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 which is, almost no damage at all because we're building for a healer. So there's really no support from the scepter at all. It's just the shield helps with support. Mirage Cloak increases movement speed. Fine, great, whatever. Dune Cloak, shatter skills grant Mirage Cloak if you have enough clones present, which is 2, which is the thing I just talked about. So this is the reason why if you have 2 or more clones, you hit shatter and it does an ambush and another explosion of healing in front of you if the rifle was in your hand. Now, I mentioned that these 3 utilities you can use whatever. During my time playing this today, I was mostly running this with some exceptions. Power Break is just stability on the team instantly. This is so nice. This felt really good to use. So you had 2 charges of it. So if I use, here's 1, there's stability on my team, and boom, there's stability on my team. It has a 15-second cooldown, and then it comes back up again. I'm just going to, I don't know why that didn't work. In the training room, this button is supposed to reset your cooldowns. Okay, I guess it's just stupid. Awesome. All right, well, in the time it took me to complain, it has cooled down. So it also gives Aegis on the long cast, which seems like the dumbest thing in the world because it's a 2.25 second cast time for Aegis. But then the 2 instant cast times give stability on the party. And if you just use 1, it recharges quite quickly. So this is really nice because, again, like Ranger... If you're using the glyph to give if you're using the glyph to give you stability to the party, it gives 1 stack of stability and has a long cooldown, and like 20 or 30 seconds. This is 3 stacks of stability, and you can hold different multiple charges of this. And then Mechanist. Mechanist is a Crisis Zone, does 1 stack of stability with a long cooldown, and again, like this one skill has. All of the stability that the Mechanist has, like, multiplied. So, very, very cool skill. Felt good to use after trying some of the other classes for sure. The second thing I was using sometimes was Mantra of Resolve. Now remember, our shatters are constantly curing, like, cure a condition, cure a condition, cure a condition, just over time. But if we are in a fight where there's a lot of conditions, like if I was doing Slothosaur or something, Mantra of Resolve is a lot of condition cleansing, and you can hold multiple charges of it on the team. Next thing was Signet of Illusions. This was not in the Snowcrow's guide, I don't think. I think that someone recommended this to me in chat, but it felt really good to use. This just gives you a clone every 10 seconds, and also whenever you hit this button, it resets all your shatters. So if you have a moment where you're doing your rotation really, really well, and you've actually got all of this stuff on cooldown, and you've got clones and you can't shatter, you can use this to reset the cooldowns on your shatters and then just go again. So it was rare that happened, but it did happen on occasion, so this was nice to have. And then the one other skill I used today during the strikes was Feedback. And for any new bloods, Feedback just makes a big bubble, and any enemies in it that fire a projectile, it bounces back and they shoot themselves. Or you can also just put the bubble like between you and the enemy, and then he can't shoot you because it'll hit the wall of it. But if you put it on top of the enemy, then all of their shots bounce back and hit them. So that was really good on like Dagda, for example. Dagda would occasionally just spray bullets in all directions, and when I was, able to do so quickly enough, I could just put the feedback bubble right on top of her, and she would just blast herself a whole lot, which is really nice. This is definitely a button that makes your brain generate the happy juice. It was really, really good. Now, my understanding from reading about it is if you were running the double rifle build, which allows you to, basically play with the rifle skills, which are much better than the scepter skills for support, much more often, you would need to bring Mantra of Pain with that to keep your might stacks up. I ran Rifle, Scepter, Shield all day today, so I never ran the Mantra of Pain, but that was something else that I learned during my time. And then, Signet of Humility is, of course, the Moa Signet, and just is the massive CC. I never felt like I needed CC. That was something that was really good about this build. At any time, I could hit this, huge CC, if it still needed more. F3 was instant cast, shatters whatever clones I have to do more CC, and then the Rifle 4 had CC, and the Shield 5 had a little bit of CC. But we had a good amount of CC pretty much available to us at all times. Moa Signet being the first thing you reach for, because it's like, really, really big. The other thing, sorry, hang on just a second. My notepad here closed. Okay, I had a couple of notes that I took down during my time playing this day. So one is that you gotta remember to hit these mantras every time you walk into a new striker raid. As soon as you walk in the door, you need to remember to charge these things. Kind of annoying. I think it's Firebrand that their stuff just charges automatically now. Which I understand the reasoning why these don't, but, as, someone that is brand new to Mirage, I would walk in the door, start the fight, and I'd be like, crap, because I would forget to charge them. So you need to remember to do that. Very utilitarian, and there's many other utilities in here that's useful as well. I just used a total of 4 during all the strikes that I did today. These 3 plus feedback. And it felt really good. It's got a very good kit down here. I've said for years that the Mesmer kit and the Guardian kit are really, really good for what they've got in their toolbox to reach for. Endurance. Not something I'm used to. I've mentioned this in some of my past I tried videos for Mesmer, and it still holds true. When you're playing Mesmer, if you're not already fluent with it, you will spend a lot of time staring at these pips down here. So it's like there's stuff going on around you, but you are looking down in the bottom left-hand corner playing Subway Surfers, and you have less time to look at what's going on until you build up that muscle memory. So while you're doing that, you're not looking at your surroundings, and you're really going to pay attention to these pips. My issue is I was doing that pretty well, and I kept forgetting about endurance. Endurance, I can just hit dodge, and it forces an ambush. So what I should have been doing more is anytime my endurance hit 100%, use one of my dodges to force an ambush, and then maybe always keep the second one in reserve for when I need to do an actual dodge. That's another thing, is when you dodge roll on this character, you don't roll. You just do this, and you go like really, invincible for a couple seconds, and so that took some getting used to. There were times I tried to dodge roll out of something, and I would just shimmer, and then the shimmer would wear off, and I'm still in the thing. And so I very much would need to build that habit, and so would you if you wish to play this build, of remembering that the dodge roll on this character is quite different from nearly everybody else's. I mentioned that ample amounts of CC were huge, and the final thing that I wrote down for my little thoughts was the healing output. Of the strike missions, the biggest challenge in terms of raw healing output is the Bone Skinner. The Bone Skinner is a very simple fight because of the way the community does it, which is wrong. Again, for the new bloods, the Bone Skinner has a bunch of mechanics where he makes the room get darker and darker and darker, and the damage you take per second increases based on how dark it is. You're supposed to run around and light torches and fight the darkness. No one does that. The whole community just goes, let's just heal through it. And because of it, the damage in the room gets so high that if you get hit by any of the stuff you're supposed to avoid, it basically one-shot kills you. So the whole fight is just fight him, and whenever he aims something bad at the group, you step left to avoid it. So the whole fight becomes step left or die. And the room is just getting hammered with area effect damage the whole time, and in like a minute or two, the boss is dead. So that's how the community does it. Because of that, he actually does more damage to the squad than almost every raid boss. There's few exceptions. And so it's a great fight for testing raw healing output. Not utility, not the toolbox, Just numbers. Like, it's healing unga bunga. And I gotta say, I was playing Heal Mirage in this build for the first time, and the last time I played something close to this was like 3 to 6 months ago for an hour. And I was able to get over 9,000. Yes, all the memes. Over 9,000 HPS, which if you don't play a healer, that's really high. And I didn't know what I was doing very well. If I was experienced, I probably could have easily broken 10 to 12k. That is really high HPS. Like, I felt like as long as no one stood in the instant death circles, I had no problem keeping them up. But I did feel like it was a bit too stressful to swap to Scepter Shield. So once I kind of got a feel for how the damage was, I just camped Rifle the whole fight, which might have let the might stack slip from 25 down to 22 on occasion because I wasn't swapping to the shield ever, but it made it so that I stayed in that really high healing output mode the whole time. And it was really good. It was really good. There's a few healers that can't match that HPS. Like, I don't know if that's top for like healing per second among the healers, but it's got to be up there. It is really, really good in just raw healing output. Now, one question that I got asked a few times while I was doing this experiment was, how do you compare this to the Chrono? And my honest answer is it's been too long since I tried Chrono. It's not fresh in my head. I will say I miss Well of Precognition. That ability is awesome, and that's only on Chrono. Mirage doesn't have access to that. I'll have to try Chrono again sometime to refresh myself on how it feels to play. But so I miss some of the utilities from Chrono because I don't even think I'm using any Mirage utilities right now. No, I'm not. I'm not sure if any of these would even help me that much as a support. Maybe someone who's more experienced in support Mirage could answer that question in the comments section. But none of the utilities that I'm using right now are related. Yeah, not even utility. Literally none of the skills on my bar are related to Mirage. So I didn't use any today. And then feedback's not either. Yeah. So I don't know. But it definitely works, is definitely viable. How does it compare to other healers? It's an Alac provider that does big healing output and gives all the other required boons and has stability on demand. Scourge does all of that and also gives you barrier, which effectively increases your hit point bar by 50%. Mechanist does all that and gives barrier. However, it has less access to stability by a mile. So if you really need like stability more often, like every 15 seconds our group needs stability on this fight, Mechanist can't keep up with that. Druid does big heals, does big Alac, does boons, but also has three, if you bring all of them, ways to revive party members and save their lives if they get in trouble. This class, if you bring the revive skill, you give up a chunk of your healing output, which feels bad. So I don't know that this is going to be like a new favorite of mine, but it is absolutely viable and absolutely playable in probably all content if you get good at it. How does this build give protection? Protection comes from the shield 4 gives prot, but you don't really have to use it. I believe it was one of the shatter skills. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, right here. Whenever you use, it's the F2. So F2, which is one of the skills that's with no clones, it gives that much prot. So as long as you keep doing 2+ clone shatters, like either 2 or 3 clone shatters of the F2, you will keep prot up. Yeah, I had no problem keeping up regen, prot, fury, vigor, swiftness, 25 might or near 25 might, and alacrity, pretty much at all time. Let's see, it's protect every 20 seconds. Less than that, there was another thing in here that reduced the cooldown of your shatters. Let me see if I can find it again. Let's see. There's something. Yellow allies trying to use a charge. There's other allies. What was the thing that reduced the cooldown? F2 reduces other more costs. Mirage 3-3. Is this it? Shatter skills grant Mirage Cloak. If you have enough clones present, gaining Mirage Cloak recharges. Oh, that's it. This is it. So, Shatter skills will recharge when you gain Mirage Cloak. Sorry, Shatter skills grant Mirage Cloak when you use a Shatter with 2 or more clones. Anytime you gain Mirage Cloak, which includes when you dodge, it shaves 3 seconds off of the cooldown of your F1 and F2. So this right here makes it you're able to use the F1 and F2 way more often, and the F1 and F2 give you all those boons. So you're able to just use those a lot because of every time you dodge ambush. And see right here, if I hit dodge, you see the cooldown just went that much shorter. Oh, that reminds me of another nice thing about the build. You do not have to have a target as long as you know what you're doing. So if you're fighting the boss and it has one of those moments where it goes invulnerable and it's changing phases, you can still keep boons up by shattering the guys that, the clones that you already had out. You can still keep hitting. So hold on, let me tap this for a second. So I can still generate new clones. I can still shatter them. I can still dodge and ambush and be making all the boons around me even while the enemy is untargetable at that time. So that is nice. There are some classes, as well as the old version of Mesmer, that struggle with that. Sorry, I said Mesmer Mirage. The old version of the Mirage that struggle with that. So it was nice being able to continue refreshing the boons and doing everything that was really important when the boss was not targetable. Charmon says, we're using Sigil of Energy on your weapons. No, I was using the build that was recommended on Snowcrows, which was the transference and paralyzation on the sigils on both weapon sets, and I was using Runes of the Monk on the armor, and I was using Relic of Phoebe to help keep swiftness up. And I forgot to really talk about it, but the gear was a mixture of Givers and Harriers, and again, I'll have the link for the build in the description down below, which will have the exact breakdown of all of this, but this is it right here if you want a picture. So yeah, I think that's everything. Pretty cool, absolutely viable, interchangeable with pretty much any other Alac provider. If you needed anything really unique, it's like, oh, we need to reflect on this fight, I got you. I got feedback. We need stability, I got you. We need Aegis, it can do that too. We need a pull. You could swap out the shield for a focus, and then you would have a pull. Massive CC, always on demand. Huge HPS. Very little access to barrier, because you've got one little thing that does barrier, which is 5-second duration, 20-second cooldown. Kind of save that for when things get spicy, I would think. But it's not a barrier spammer like the way that Mechanist and the Scourge is. But it was good. It was absolutely viable and has its own strengths and weaknesses, and maybe you'll find it right for you. And if I got anything wrong, please feel free to kindly, don't make me cry, put it in the comment section down below. I only played this for a day, and these are just my thoughts after doing it. Alright, there we go. Done and done. I saw the stream description and read it as Alac Mirage and almost said, what the heck is that? Alac? Yes, Alac Mirage. Mug is doing it wrong. He is doing this one. I will say, there was plenty of times where I was forgetting about the endurance. I'd be hitting the guy, right? And I'd be like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and then, do that, and then there's an ambush, and then we do that, and then boom, and there's an ambush. And I would forget that if I dodged occasionally, that's more ambushes. Now, honestly, if everyone's full health and they've got the boons, doing another ambush is not a big deal. Because I'm certainly not doing any freaking damage. But, yeah, if the ambush is just a little bit of damage, it's a lot of healing, but everyone's full health, and it doesn't matter, and it's more boon up time. But if boon up time was already 100%, that doesn't matter either. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything. Not bad at all. All right, let's see if I can put this fella back where we got him. Oh, I need to leave the instance first. From raid experience doing it, you dodge a lot on accident. Not strong revise, especially because you're missing continuum split. Hi, Muck, today's my birthday. Can you please wish me a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Farmer Wolfie! Hope you have a good one. All right, let's put this person back where we got them. This person lives in Biora. Let's see. Thank you. You're quite welcome. All right. think I can turn the in-game music back on. Alright, now the question is, next time, be it tomorrow or on Tuesday, depending on what I'm in the mood for, what is the next of the new supports that I try out? What is the next one that's going to give me a headache? If one of the Smarty Pants Vindicators makes a guide, I could try the Heal Vindicator. That one's on my radar. Is it over here? I think it's over there. Spectre time. Yeah, I need to revisit Spectre again. Last time I played Spectre, I'm gonna be honest, it was god-awful. I've heard it's much better now. Like, I would say Spectre was one of the worst. One of the worst supports of the game. Like, at that time, you had to target an enemy, target an ally, target an enemy, target an ally, target an enemy, target an ally. And on top of that, you would occasionally make your group go invisible and turn their attacks off. So you actively lowered your group's damage by being in their party. It was the worst thing. So if it's better now, that's great. I'm happy for them if it's better now. Because it was terrible before. Let's see. Okay, before we move on to part 2 of the stream, I need a quick bathroom break, chat. So I will be right back. Okay, back we are. All right, friends. It is time for part 2 of tonight's stream. We are going to be swapping over to either win or fail with no take-backsies Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode. For anyone who's not been following this playthrough, Honor Mode is when you try to beat the whole game without a single party wipe. If you party wipe, it uninstalls itself from your computer and deletes your bank account. That's it. It's over. We committed to trying this out, and I was kind of thinking it'd be a joke. I thought I'd maybe get like a few hours in and then die, and we'd all have a laugh, and that's it, and then I'd move on to another game. Unfortunately, I'm too good. And because I am a godly gamer, we are in the final act of the game, and I still haven't had a party wipe yet. Had a few close calls, without a doubt, but we still haven't had a wipe yet. So we are near the end. So we are about to either win and get the golden dice in the game, or die, and then I just flip the desk, and I'm never trying this again because this has taken like 50 hours. Remember when you almost died to the phase spider? Do you remember when I almost died to not reading the text on screen? There was a moment where it said get through the portal in like 3 turns, and I just was fighting and fighting and fighting, and chat was screaming at me. That was probably the closest I got to death because I wasn't paying attention to what the game wanted me to do in that moment. Where's the handsome vampire? We're getting there. Dude, freaking, I'm about to kick handsome vampire from the party because he's the only one that won't take the mine worms. He's the only one. Mike, did you beat Orin? That's like next on the list, actually. That's the next thing. In terms of beat the game, all that's left is beat Orin and then become a mind flayer and then go to the end and have Gale blow up. So I think Orin is the last major fight that's required to do in the game. All right, hold on.
Tingles as
He learns about credible tail. Yeah, cool. Bye. Okay. All right. And next up. So last time we saved Minsk, which doesn't really matter. Have you ever fought Saravok? Who is Saravok? Let me see. BG3 Saravok. Oh, him. Yeah. Well, I think maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. He's like one of Ball's guys, right? I think I fought him in my second playthrough. My second playthrough, I was Dark Urge and I embraced it, and I think I killed him. Okay. All right, back to town. So, we are level 11 and a half. Level 12 is the max level in BG3. So, this is the final XP bar. We could try to fill that XP bar up, or we could just try to go straight to Orin right now while I'm level 11 and see what we can do. If memory serves... I don't know, I think she's down here somewhere. Like, I think there was a door down here in the sewers somewhere which lead to her. Trying to remember exactly where it is. Like, within this playthrough, I haven't yet found the clue that leads me there. However, within, like, the game, I kind of know where it's at. Let's see. Head over this way. Alright. Oromancer? Oh, that's right. Oromancer might be another thing that I have to try in Guild Wars 2 with all the new supports. So, like, I had only ever really heard the term Oromancer in, like, you know, the past years as, like, a PvP build. So hearing it as, like, a PvE thing is so odd.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. That's curious.
Oh, what's that? Loose stone. Wall of stone, painted key. Okay. Some other side quests I don't really care about. Alright, this area...
That's cute.
What is that? Let's see. Incomplete journal. Now, this is our third playthrough, so we're just blasting through the lore here. So, we just... Things that give XP. That's our goals right now. Undercity Ruin. Oh, I think there's a cutscene with Orin coming up. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Is it? I think one of these is it. Alright, what's this guy's deal? Voiceless Penitent.
The penitent looks at you silently, expectantly.
Shall we trade?
There's the slightest flicker of acknowledgement.
Okay, weird. Let's see. Bone Spike Helmet. When you rage hostile creatures in a 10-foot raid, don't care, don't have barbarians. Armor of the Moon Basking. You gain 22 temp HP after casting Wild Shape. While those temp HP hit points are active, reduce all incoming damage by 1. I am using Wild Shape on 3 characters, but this is light armor. Lunar Bestial Fortitude. You have +2 armor, bonus to armor class. You also have advantage on saving throws against spells. This effect persists while using your Druid Wild Shape. Ooh. Persists in Wild Shape. Okay. Let's take that. Let's... Selling some stuff here. Holy water, pearl. Alright. Let's grab that. Okay, and then that armor is going to go on Karlach. Because when she is wild-shaped, her armor is the thing she is playing as wild-shaped. And that will boost that, which is not something we can get anywhere else. The wild shapes the other two are using are... Yeah, she can't change it right now. Oh wait, she currently has adamantine.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
I guess I could put the adamantine on the ranger.
Well, in it.
You can do the sub to save Willis for extra. Dude, oh man, dude, the submarine's way too risky. passageway. Is this the way down there? About to find out. Ancient lair. Dead halfling. Dead human? Dead human. Okay. I don't remember this room. What's the deal here? These trapped or something? Oh my god, that's a yes. That's a yes. Unless you are undead, each time you cast a spell, you take 3 to 18 necrotic damage per level. In addition, you have disadvantage on all saving throws. How do I get rid of that? Be undead. I don't think that's the answer here. Oh my god, she instantly lost concentration.
They're dying for me. All of them.
That sucks.
Ex textura.
40 damage! That's so much! Alright, here's the big question. Hold on, this guy... Do you have the rot? You have the rot too. Oh, hold on, how much does it do? 3 to 18 per spell level. Alright, what level is Healing Vapors? Okay, he took no damage. What about Carlock? What level is your Vapors? Her Vapors are level 0. Okay, she can have the Vapors and it's fine.
Shall we dance?
Alright. Swap to the crossbow. Is that a cantrip? She's shapeshifted, so it's an ability, so maybe it just doesn't count as a spell at all.
Another fight. Let's go. One can't always be a gentleman.
I could Yeah, we can heal him up after. Hopefully he keeps concentration with us. Ow. Yeah.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
Do I have the 2 baby birds right now? Yeah, I already do. Okay. Let's see. Shoot a feather. 4 damage, yeah. Okay. Now, I wonder if Spell Rot goes away at the end of this encounter, or if I just have to, like, go rest or something to get rid of it. That'll be inconvenient. Man, Spike Growth would have been perfect here. It's unfortunate that she instantly lost the concentration of it. Getting a lot of XP, though. We just killed one of them, got 170, so this is going to add up real fast. I think it goes away when you leave the tomb. Spoilers are totally okay. This is my 3rd playthrough, but it's been a year since I played it. So either I forgot, or I never found it in 2 playthroughs, and I don't deserve to have it be not spoiled. So you can tell me whatever. You're fine. Oh, that one ran through the moonbeam a little bit. That one took 30. Nice. Dreadful glare resisted. Alright, now, does relocating the moonbeam count as a spell? If it does, my guy's head's about to explode. Are you serious? That's so stupid. Alright, what about breath? This should be an ability. Okay, breath is safe. That is really rough. Okay. Alright, you... do that.
Let me recite their demise.
Alright, where's Carlock?
Got it.
Move over here. I don't think that heals undead.
Can't even catch my breath.
Alright. Gale. Alright, just gonna try to put this right in the middle, please. Okay, good. He stayed alive. Wait. Where's you? Why are you not in dragon? God dang it. He could have done a breath this turn if he had already been a dragon.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Time to kill.
Oh, this is actually quite difficult because of the, Hold on. I don't know if he's going to be able to keep concentration of this, but we're going to try. Oh, he doesn't have Spell Rot. I was like, wait, why didn't he get hit? He doesn't have Spell Rot. Alright. Back him up back here. He does not have bonuses to concentration. So... Can she do this? Okay, that doesn't hurt her. Alright. Rend Vision. Blinded. Critical 10. Is he resistant to piercing? He is resistant to piercing. Okay. Bonk. Alright. Oh, they can fit through that little spot? Oh, man. Alright, Spike Growth is gonna mess with some of them. Resisted Dreadful Glare. That one just took 17. Something just died, so that's awesome. 4. Oh, dude, I thought you did 47 for a second. I was like, whoa! Oh, it's 4 and 7. Okay. 2 more of those little hand things died. Okay. This hits 3 of them. Cast this upon shadow and undead creatures to entangle them. When did I get this? I don't know when I got this ability. Oh, that did damage to me. Dang it. Well, at least a lot of these guys are getting blinded from his holy mace thing. So that's 23. I'm just testing something here. Still 23. Okay, it's safe to spam heals while these guys are around. It's not hurting me. Really wish I could move the moonbeam without blowing my head off. Is there anything I can do to cure the curse? Curse. Lesser Restoration doesn't cure it. Who cures curse? Is that cleric? Do I have a potion? Curse. No. Check Greater Restoration. Wait, what? Oh. Hold on. Greater Resto. Okay. Resto? No. Cure. No. I don't think I've got anything. Okay.
The dance macabre.
Alright, so still got the spike growth there. Alright, one down. 320, that's nice.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Alright, heal again. And have her bonk. 23, that's nice. Okay, Rend Vision. He's resistant to the damage, but it's damage. Okay, their turn. Pretty sure it removes curse if I remember this fight correctly. It comes back after you're in the tome. If it does come back, then I'm glad I didn't waste time on that. Did you already do the heal Alac Mirage? Yes. Yeah, we finished that just a little while ago. Since you're on the YouTube side, if you want to rewind the stream, you can see it. Okay. Muck's turn. Breath on those three. And... spells are not safe. Alright, bonk. Feels really nice being able to spam heals without worrying about healing enemies. That is, it's usually something I have to keep in mind.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Okay, that one's gone.
Good.
Oh, critical from the Dryad. Nice. Alright, 8 damage. Okay. I think we got this. We're chipping our way through them after only nearly blowing our own heads off once. Good evening, Mike. How y'all doing today? Doing great, Black. Had some successful Mesmer experiments. We are going to mess with that roll. And we still got slapped, so we did not mess with the roll enough. 8 and 7. Critical! Oh my god. 18-14. Oh my god. Dude, we're getting slapped on this turn. Alright. Not great rolls.
I speak, they burn.
Okay. Alright, another one down. Oh yeah, let's not use Netherese or Blast right now. Maybe save that for another time. What's his chance to hit with the throw spear? 56%. Oh, you stupid idiot. The spear does area of effect thunder damage when you throw it. And it didn't even occur to me that that would have friendly fire. So Gale just slapped the whole party. Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, heal the party. I don't know what happened, but we're all hurt. Alright, let's use the heals first before we end this, because we can only use these in combat.
Again. Still breathing.
Okay.
Despite everything.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Alright, bonk him.
Creator. Destroyer.
Let's see, you move over here and do breath on this guy. And shoot him.
Watch this.
Okay. Alright, remove that. And turn that off.
Such a headache.
Okay. That was a nice chunk of XP. That was kind of an annoying fight, because we usually use spells to kill things, and we were stopped from doing that this time. I think that might be the first time in this playthrough I was glad that Asterion was in the party. Because, he was immune to the curse.
Build like castle with bones.
Calm down, Buck.
I need to rest.
Buck's final boss is himself.
Quickly enough.
Yeah.
Something good here, I hope.
What is this? Breaching pike staff. Adds force damage. That's kind of cool. Alright. Okay. Scroll of Disintegrate. Alright, where... This wall looks unnatural. Is there, like, a button over here or anything?
What's that?
Asterion, can you lockpick whatever this is?
Let's crack it open.
Add guidance. Actually, hold on. You guidance, you cosmic omen. Nice.
Mind never quiet.
I don't know what's happening with that body, but it looks very creative.
Jar of Mystic Carrion's brain.
This jar, it feels like death itself.
Okay. Inventory is pretty full right now. Asterion, you carry the brain.
What a day. With pleasure.
If I'm seeing correctly, you have a Myrmidon summon as well? Yes. Yeah, so I've got 3 druids in the party, and any druid at tier level 6 can summon any Myrmidon, and also shapeshift into a Myrmidon if they are the... What is the circle she's a member of? Circle of the Moon. So I've got 1 summon and hers. That's 2 big AoE heals each turn, or lots of icicles each turn.
Move.
Let's see.
Of use.
Okay.
Here goes.
Where does this ladder go? Lever. Oh, I think that's the... I went right past it. I saw the waypoint, went right past it. I think that's the door that goes down to Orin. Okay. Now, my understanding... Oh, lockpicking impossible.
Stayed interesting.
A rush of ancient whispers fills your mind as you approach.
A new vessel brimming with blood darkened. Do you have proof of your faith to our lord?
Baal created me above all others, open for his prodigy.
Then you must know the way. Present the symbol, proof of your father.
What symbol?
An amulet of the Dread Lord's likeness.
Okay, so I can't just go straight in there. I guess I have to go to the base. I think it was in like the northeast of Baldur's Gate or something. We haven't. Our party hasn't discovered it in this playthrough.
To do.
Okay, so let's go to Basilisk Gate. Let's try this. Alright, so our characters in this playthrough haven't found that. We got retrieve the stolen gold from the Zent leader. Oh wait, what is this? Strange beggar.
Come to have a go.
An air of decay hangs over the...
Gold first. Then you can hit me.
That's a cheap price for letting someone beat you up.
Charge too much, people hit you harder. Then they take the gold back. Besides, I've taken enough punches. So, you having a go or not?
No.
Then move.
Okay, alright. Trying to remember. Was this it? I think this might have been it. Let's see what happens if I just, like, wander in there without the quest, you know, actually finding the quest to get there. Oh, I had a key for this. Katiri, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that very much. Welcome. Thank you, thank you.
That might be worth a look.
Butterfly on skull. Can't reach this. What do you mean can't reach this? What? Okay, she can reach it.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh my gosh.
Give me sweat.
It's say okay, I think it's just because there's too many people in the room. There we go. Art
See
thief.
what this does.
Yeah, so you guys always thought you guys always say I hate art. I like it so much I'm gonna steal it. Okay, anyway, what was I gonna say? Earlier I was gonna say that some folks told me that they need, that they think I need to do a one-on-one duel with Orin. I think we don't have to do that. I think it's just an optional.
None shall escape.
Investigation. You do as Dirge? No, I think even as Dirge I don't have to.
The reddish symbol is vile and repellent.
Everything is clear.
Door with the red script remains.
Crap. Keeping up appearances. Does this help? Okay. Alright, so this is the place, but I don't yet have whatever I need to get into that door. Even if I do have to fight her, I could summon a Myrmidon to fight with me. And I could, I mean, you know, bag of explosives, that would be like the time to use it. The question is, if it's a one-on-one duel, if I lose, can the rest of my party revive my guy? Or would it just say you lose honor mode run? She gets 12 stacks of Unstoppable at fight start. Alright, so I know Unstoppable reduces incoming damage to 1. Does it also block crowd control? What's your deal? Why are you invulnerable?
Death's blessings upon you.
No thanks.
I pray you find comfort.
Okay, she's like a priest or something. Mausoleum. So I could go into these.
I can feel you.
I didn't know Alacrity had a cap of 29 seconds. Yeah, all boons. Boons used to go into the minutes, but then they made a change to them to a couple years ago, where every boon has a certain cap. Some of them cap at 30 seconds, some it's like a minute. It varies. Reach Cazador's Pass. No, I don't want to do the Cazador thing. How do I get... Hold on. Is there anything in my quest log? Orin abducted Halson. She wants us to kill Gortash. No. Found a list of people marked for death. If we kill 2 targets from this list and bring a severed hand as proof... Oh, that's it. We need a severed hand. Okay, who else is on the murder list? Murder target Alexander. Okay, so... Kinda southwest from us. So if we go and get this... If this guy's already been killed by someone else, but we can take his hand, we can use that to get through that big door, I think. Okay, that door, it says breaking and entering. Is that the only way in? This is connected. I might be able to get into the building from here. Trying the murder stolen valor strat. What? No, I can't get in from there.
Don't bother. It's broken.
Alright, so we have to get in through these doors right here.
City's going to shit.
Mailbox, bloodied note. Let's see. No. See sewers. No. Let's see. Sort by latest items. Oh, it's a copy of this. Okay, so we've already had that. I think it's somewhere you just get the bad ending as Dirge if you lose the duel to Orin, but you're nuking Gale, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Better be cautious.
Let's see.
This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments. Clients respect office hours.
Alright, let me see if I can talk to her and turn her around.
God is busy with their patrolling.
This way.
Is that no politician ever went down this fix in the plumbing?
Yes, but you do go down.
Why can't I lockpick right now?
Citizens die of thirst.
On tippy toes. Simple.
That was weird. Oh, now, not 20. Alright, so we got... Wow, just in time, right when the freaking RoboCop comes around the corner. Whoa! Hey, cops, there's a lot of blood in there. They don't care. They're union.
Back home will ever believe this. Very well.
Alright, everyone inside.
What's that? Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Okay, do we already have Speak with Animals turned on? I don't know if we do. Alright. Bloodstained parchment. There's a hatch there.
Softer than a wizard.
So I grouped us up before clicking the hatch to try... Nope, that didn't work. Hang on. Let's go back up. Alright, I grouped us up before clicking the hatch to teleport everybody down here. That seemed to work. However, there's bombs down here? Alright, disarm mine. Hi. Hello's, one. Nice job disarming that. Yeah, it's a bit late now, I think. That one. Awesome. Wow. I mean, doesn't matter. It's disarmed. It is disarmed.
Give up now. No traps, please.
I like how it rolls a nat one after we blow up. I am encumbered. Why? Let's see. Send all this to Karlach. Let's see. Sorry, Nightwalkers. It's Misty Step. Featherfall. Send to camp. Jan. Send to camp. Quoth the Raven. I'm never using these. Send to camp. Alright. Alright, shouldn't be encumbered anymore. Okay, Winslow. Clown's severed foot. Oh boy, we found another piece of the clown.
And it smells even worse than it looked.
Okay. Beep, 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 beep. Signature or in the red. Faded Scroll of Reversal. Okay, what is that? Okay. No! I didn't stop him in time. I tried to stop him, Chad. I just stopped him in time.
Delicious.
Okay. He disarmed it. Yeah, he disarmed it. Oh. Hang on a second. Give me a sec. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Had someone acting up. Alright. Diamond. Why did he get banned? Because he was saying some no-no stuff. Oh, hang on. Give me a sec, chat. Hang on a sec. He got banned. No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. Alright, have to keep an eye on it. Okay. And let's see. Tombstone shop notes. Let's see what. Oh my god. To the Twitch chat, just to explain what's going on. It seems like there's like a bot spam or like a hate rate or something on the YouTube side. I'm having to deal with it. So I'm just banning one by one. Oh boy, yeah. Someone's got a very sad Saturday night. Okay, smoke powder arrow, arrow of Ilmater, send those over to him. Let's see. Say that's done. Record of ownership. I don't know if I need that. Traveler's chest. You're playing games on a Saturday night, you're one to talk. Playing games to 0 viewers. 285 right now across multiple platforms. And I have got my dream job. I am living my best life. I'm doing quite alright. Trap, pause. Let's see. You're botting? I'm not. Hang on a second, chat. I don't see 285 people talking in this chat. Yeah, Salmon, because I said on multiple platforms. I'm live on Twitch and YouTube, both. But reading comprehension is clearly not your strong suit. I'm just going to go ahead and ban them. I think they came in with a hate raid. Okay. Let's see. Guidance. Okay, got rid of the trap.
Let's move. Moving ahead. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Let's see. Ta-da, pouch. Scroll banishment. Hide robots hide, right? Oh, shoot. Hang on a sec, chat. Okay. And done. Alright. Chat, on the Twitch side, I've temporarily activated subscriber-only chat just to get rid of all the problem solvers in one fell swoop. So we'll turn that off after a little bit. What game is this? This is Baldur's Gate 3. CRPG working on an honor mode run where we have to beat the entire game without having any party wipes. And we're currently in the home stretch. We're like in the last 10% of it right now. Record of ownership. I think we already had all of that. Shop notes. We already had all of that. I don't think we got anything new here. Live the dream. Oh, yeah. Imagine if they start paying you just to spam. I would be shocked if any... Dude, I've been doing this 7 years. We've seen a lot of trolls. I have never seen one willing to actually like subscribe or something in order to continue spamming. They usually just move on to another channel. Okay.
Me paying just to lurk.
Hey, Rog, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the continued support. Alright, did we already get all the quest items down here? What is with YouTube chat? Like I said, it's basically a hate raid. It's either one guy controlling like 20 accounts and he just joins a channel all at the same time and then just starts trolling. Or it's a group of people. More likely it's one person. Typically, if it's a group of people, they're only going to go this far for someone they greatly dislike. And I don't know any of these folks, so it's probably just one lonely person that's doing this. I feel like there's another quest item down here that I'm just missing. Tombstone 10-day, close to going in, going out. Guess that's not it. Okay. I don't see any other quest markers down here, so I guess that's it. Alright, let's head back upstairs. What a strange time we live in. It's true. First time I got hit with one of these, I had been streaming for like 1 year, and oh dude, it stressed me out so bad, because I did not know how to handle it, but now, it's been too long. How's the honor mode run gone? It's going good. I mean, the goal is beat the game with no wipes. We're in the last 10%, no wipes yet. So we're gonna win or die trying real soon.
For great justice.
Thank you, Samuel. Appreciate you.
Not a robot. Promise.
Thank you, Yelena. Alright, I think we're gonna use Speak with Dead on this guy. Where is that? Let's see if this works.
The corpse
Skip that.
regards you like
Let's see, who killed you?
He was short,
The dwarf.
dressed,
Why were you killed?
corpse remains
It doesn't
silent.
know.
It does not know.
What happened?
murdered. Obviously.
Let's see. Does YouTube have a members only chat setting like Twitch's sub only mode? If it does, I've never used that feature. Hang on. YouTube stream chat. Let me see if that's possible. Can be enabled in your flash user experience. Hang on, give me just a second. Let me see. That's a very good question. I didn't bother doing sub-only mode because they were already spamming... Or sorry, I didn't bother doing emote-only mode because they were already spamming emotes, and I knew that wasn't going to do anything. But remember, that's what you just said is a good suggestion. Give me a sec. What's it? Edits. Live chat. Content. Time. Under live chat, select members only live chat. Let's see. Who can send messages? Members. Save. Okay. Oh, they really buried that setting. They honestly, in terms of UI, they should change that. Here, I want to share something with you guys just to make something educational out of this. So over here on the left is the Twitch chat, and over here on the right is the YouTube one. And on the Twitch chat, let's say just like 40 people show up and they're acting up, which happened a few minutes ago. I can click this little cog right here, and I can just do check right here, subscriber only mode. Boom, done. For YouTube though, I had to go to this screen here, and I had to go to edit, and then I had to go to customize, and then I had to go to members. And then I had to hit save. And I didn't know where that feature was. So I had to open a separate web page, and then it was quite buried on that web page. All right. But I learned something new today, and that situation is dealt with for now. And if you are not a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber and you can't talk, I do apologize. We'll turn that back on later on once they have gotten bored and moved on. Okay. What were you doing when you died?
Investigating.
What odd records?
Tombstone. Shaw.
No owner for
The
decades.
spell's power.
Okay. And we've already looted him. see, cheese record? Okay. Tonight. Okay. Soap bar. Okay. Don't know that there's anything else here that's gonna help me out. Alright, so I don't want to be seen walking out of this building, or the guards outside might jump me. So we're just going to, let's see, is there any more murders? Murder target Nesha, there is one right there. Alright, so we're gonna wait, oh, that was a mistake. Remove that marker. Okay. Odd. Alright, let's go to the waypoint and we'll go from the waypoint so that we don't get seen leaving this area. Alright. And let's go down this way. Alright. YouTube mod oration is just a miles behind. Unfortunately, that is correct. There is some things YouTube does better. Like, if you're watching the stream on YouTube and you have to go AFK, you could pause it and you can come back later and hit play and then just watch it on like 1.5x speed in order to catch back up to real time. And on Twitch, there's nothing like that. So, like, I would say YouTube is better for the video player, but Twitch does have better moderation tools and emote game. Because they got, like, the animated emotes and all that stuff. Okay, murder target Nesha. Okay, Nesha's right there. She's fine right now. Let's see what she says.
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am.
Should make yourself scarce. There's a killer on the loose and you're a target.
Huh. Come on, mate. Who would want me dead?
2 years? Really? Let's go.
Hey, Beyond Hope. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Persuasion. Please listen to me. Others have died already. You're in danger. We'll use a Cosmic Omen on this. Nice.
Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got... shit! I've got a tab to settle. Shit!
Alright, that one's handled. Murder target Figaro. Figaro. Let's head up here. Is he in the park? I think he's in the park. Yeah, that actually brings to mind, I should check with some of the YouTube mods, like Flute Girl or Bluebell, and see if they have the ability to turn on member-only chat for moments like this. I actually don't know if they have the ability to, or if it's only the streamer has the ability to. I should learn that. Where is this I guess they're inside this big blue building? What's that over here? Flute says I don't. What just happened? That was weird. Singing Muck won first music video? Oh my god. I don't know, Will Smith's wasn't received that well. Maybe I should stay out of that. Do I have that waypoint now? Yes, I do. Okay. Can I walk in here? Looks like a sewing shop or something. What the heck?
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nails.
Oh, it's like a haircut place?
So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, Who am I to deny the auspices of destiny?
Can I stop him? I'm like right there.
We are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Bard. Together, we shall transcend.
Can I do something? Stop there, criminal scum!
A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger.
Oh my god. Like the whole shop is attacking.
Becoming.
Try to charm him. He resisted.
To my sacrament. How fortunate.
He's... What? He dashed and then did an attack. It's not usually possible. Alright, rank 5 Moonbeam. Breath. 0 on him, 8 on that one. Let's see. Twitch actually said that they're adding rewind. Oh, let me take a look at this. Hang on, I'm very curious about this.
Now let's talk about something everyone has experienced on Twitch. You show up to a stream right after something cool just happened, or you step away for a minute. Later this summer, we'll be rolling out the ability to rewind streams for all Turbo and channel subscribers.
When?
You'll be able to step away for a minute. Later this summer, we'll be rolling out the ability to rewind streams for all Turbo and channel subscribers.
And when was this? Last live yesterday. That's good. It's about time. That's good.
See what you missed, and once you're all caught up, just click the live button to rejoin the stream. Now, this has been a frequent community request, so we're excited to bring it to Twitch. Another thing you've been asking.
Okay. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. That's cool. Okay. He's done with his turn. Yo, he ran through the moonbeam. You idiot. I'll take it, though. What is this going to do? Try to resist. Okay, we resisted it. Miss. Uh-oh. Gauntlet Devella Fountainhead is getting rocked back there. I wonder if we can save her. Okay.
It's like a tingle in my spine.
Oh boy. Hold on, trying to get the camera in there. Target out of line of sight. Not enough space. I mean, not enough space. What? Oh, she teleported through the viewport on the window? I mean, okay. I wasn't expecting that. 0, 0, 0. Good God. Alright, Hunter's Mark on this guy. Really? Out of line of sight.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Alright, he is almost dead. I love how the guards right there just stomp past. They're like, everything's in order here, and like one of their people's getting murdered right here. Like, really? Yeah, okay. Everything's in order. Dude, he's taking 0 from so many sources of damage. What the hell? Moonbeam.
There's probably crates and things down there to keep trash like us out.
Dude, are we... Oh, did he cast blind on the doorway? Okay. I was really confused as to why We had vision problems so much. Okay, one down. I gotta be careful. These moonbeams are really close to us. This bird's probably gonna fly into one and kill itself. Nope, got lucky.
Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Try to mess with the roll. And we're blind again. Let's see, Burb. Oh wait, no, it's the Dryad. Just pass her turn. Pretty sure, yeah, he can't get in there right now. Pass his turn, pass his turn. That heals the enemy as well, but I think it's worth. Bird suicided into the beam. He stabbed Gale, went invisible, and healed that thing. Alright, move Moonbeam. I think he's still there. Yep. That's weird, he's taken 0 damage from like everything except... Hold on, let me take a look at him. Okay, I guess it's just he's just rolling really well. That's like 5 sources of damage that have done nothing to him. Critical hit. It is going to be a chore to save that person. Okay, so let's do Elemental Warp. If I do that, you're going to go right through the Moonbeam. Let's try to get 1, 2, 3. Miss, miss, miss. God dang it.
Let's spill some blood.
Alright. Asterian's turn, and he cannot currently see.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Won't see this coming.
Hunter's Mark on the main guy. Says he doesn't have a line of sight. How did you have a line of sight to just put the mark on him then? At Mukluk, I think I found your next February 14th Valentine's game. Apparently there's a game called Date Everything. Oh my god. I raided Aurora Peachy at the end of one of my streams the other day. And she was playing that, and she was dating a chair. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I asked her, I said something silly. I was like, yo, if you're like... I was like, if you're dating the table and then like you talk to the chair, does the table get jealous and just like dump your food on the floor or something? And she's like, I don't know, I haven't gotten that far. I'm like, okay. Gonna have to use the top-down view for this. I can't... Has he already used his jump? Yeah, he can't do that right now. Alright. Alright, this is not ideal, but I have to do this for now. I'd make a joke about the chair, but it's a PG stream. Yes, behave, behave. Arrow of Acid, mess with the roll. Bring her inside. Buff Shillelagh. And cannot reach him now. Alright, Ren Division, go for his eyes. Miss. Second try. Miss.
Magic, innit? I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for these feeling of yours.
Alright, Elemental... Can we get in there? No. Alright, Fly. Alright. Heal. Which heals Dolor a little bit, but it heals my whole team. Oh no! Is he going for the 50? Okay, she's dead. Dude, he dashed across the whole place and crit her for 56. Good lord. Alright, well, she's dead. I guess so. I think when they're on the ground paralyzed, like any hit is a guaranteed critical. I think that's what happened there. So now we gotta get... I don't remember if that's Carlock or the other Water Myrmidon. I think that's the pet one. So I need to get that back here. Miss, critical miss. God. He's so evasive. Something happened while I was AFK. Just an NPC got assassinated. I was trying to save him, but it just didn't work out. Did he lose concentration of his hunter's mark? No. It's okay, it must be on another target. Alright, let's see. Move Moonbeam there. And you come over and breath on this one. Bird miss. He dies at the start of his turn. Alright, well, you know what? If there is no friendlies in there to keep safe, we can do this. Top people off. Alright, Moonbeam on him. And, oh, you know what'd be good? Hang on. I have not used this. Black Hole. I kind of actually thought that that would pull this guy into the Moonbeam, but I guess the strength of the pull was not enough for that. 19. Nice. Takes 9. Okay. Let's see. Heal.
I'm looking for the slaughter. Over here.
Shoot a Dolor. Got some hits in. Alright, and move your move beam. Move your Moonbeam onto her. 32. Good hit. Let's see if we can breath from the edge of the spike growth. Yes, we can. Hold on, whose turn is it? It's hers. Alright. I can refresh this. A little bit more damage.
Fuck yes.
Alright, Dolor died. Now we just got the other one. Okay.
Let me work my magic.
Honestly, I didn't have any near deaths or anything there. Like, the closest thing... The biggest thing that stressed me out is I was trying to save that NPC and it just did not work out. Actually, is the one that was in the barber chair still alive? Gauntlet develop... Okay, yeah. Okay, the guy that was in the chair is alive, but the lady that was paralyzed on the floor got 56.
What's hiding here? Swift as my feet can carry me.
Okay. Let's see. Tombstone shop key. Murderous Masterpiece. Let's see if this gives us the quest update that we need. Okay. Dolor. Torn and Bloody Page. Paralytic Poison. Sleep, Acid Vial, Grease Bottle, Handbag. Space Shunt Boots. Dimension Door. How often? Once per long rest. Dolor Amorous. When you land a critical hit with a weapon or unarmed attack, it does an additional 7 damage. Which is guaranteed if they're paralyzed. Handbag. It's full of hands! Muck is encumbered. Hang on. Clicking these for lore updates, and then I'm gonna send them to storage. Okay. Oh, we're almost level 12.
Not everyone subscribed.
Crap. Wait, I can't use... Oh, there it is.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who killed you? Why were you killed? Where's the tribunal? Ah! That's it. I got the password. What's the purpose of the tribunal?
The corpse remains silent.
What are we doing here?
The spell's power.
Okay, that's what we needed. We got a password. And we got a bag of hands, too.
So you believe me, then?
Let's go to him. Wait, your constitution score is reduced by 5 while cursed by the Tharkiate Codex's Warped Arcana. How long has that been there? What the heck?
Time to press ahead.
Okay. Alright, so over here now. Alright, chat. Let me do this, and we'll see if everything is okay. Give me just a second here. Okay. Keep an eye on things. I'll turn that back on if it is required. Okay. There. That's the spot we're going to. I'm watching. Thank you, Flute. I can always depend on your hammer. Alright, so the big question is here, does anybody remember, again, spoilers are fine, this is my 3rd playthrough, my memory is just foggy. If I'm forced into a one-on-one duel with Orin, like, I really think I can just decline it, first of all. But is that here, or is that at the other place? Like, is that here, or is that at the place in the sewers?
Door with the red script remains locked.
Sicarius. It's at the bottom? Okay, so it's not here. I don't have to worry about that right now. This is Saravok. Is he a required fight?
This'll be fun.
Hang on a sec. I've got a list of all of the things that constitute legendary bosses. Let's see. Let's say Saravok. Once per round, Murderous Retort. Once per round, he can use their legendary action to immediately strike back at the attacker. Okay. Let's see. I guess the main thing I'm wondering, though, is to fight Orin in the sewers, do I have to fight Saravok to get the key? Was that the order of events?
I can do better.
I missed him completely in my first 2 playthroughs.
Be on my way.
We back. Hey, yes, Grey Fox. Sorry about that. People were misbehaving. Alright, so do I even need to be here? Like, do I need to do anything here at all? No, you don't. Oh, shoot. So this is just a needless risk. Like, I think... Okay, how do I get the amulet to get into the area in the sewers? Hold on, what is that guy? I think he's level 12. Rest? Yeah, well, I have to zone out to rest, but yeah, I should rest. Did the child reveal anything at your camp yet? The child? I don't think so. Sent you something on Discord with regards to moderation stuff for Blue and Flute. Okay. Let's see. Go to camp. I don't see any conversations to have with anybody.
What's up for discussion?
Oh, there's the kid. Try long rest for a cutscene.
Paring knife.
Okay. Long rest.
Zahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
With cheek with hand. That sounds like a fun evening.
It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
You are the only one Minsk listens to, remember?
You mean the doppelgangers? It is no comfort to me that my face made this fool all the easier to lead. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Zahira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waklarin?
Waklarin? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees. You're a queer kind of witch.
Queer kind of witch?
But this city is a queer place. And Minsk, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Zahira does as Zahira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside a Waklarin again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Okay. I had never seen that cutscene before. I like the comment about the cheeks.
troubled rest is, as ever, overwhelmed by your killing fate. You dangle above a dark precipice, one move away from falling. Another watches your body while it is possessed by the night.
What?
You do not dream alone.
Dark dreams? I think I can guess. Visions of blood on your
Oh,
hand.
this thing. Okay.
For all the gifts Baal's children inherit, a peaceful night's sleep is not among them.
What are you doing, Jaheira?
She is worrying. Which worries me? Which worries Boo? Which ought to worry you?
The dreams alone do not concern me. It is what waking deeds they might inspire. Are you truly your own master? What is it you feel when Father's dreams come calling?
It's sickening. I never asked for this power. I hope to be rid of it.
There is one certain way. This is your father's true legacy. Not his children.
She's not holding
but
anything.
The fear they plant in us.
What?
The savagery it blossoms into.
But you have reminded us that when evil calls, we might stop our ears with virtuous cotton. Hasn't he, Jaheira?
In another time, with another of your kind, we found a better way. I would dearly like to find it again.
Tell me what I must do.
Well, you cannot understand Boo's wisdom. So I suppose we must listen to Jaheira instead.
You would not be the first to turn the taint in your blood to your advantage. But there are barriers a Baal spawn must overcome first. Those of your kind. Orin. It might be that you have to turn and face her. You cannot change that.
And for this, you will need Boo. He has tasted Baal spawn.
Am I supposed to be
before,
seeing Boo there, or is he supposed to be invisible?
For now, take what rest you can. We will watch over you this night.
To watch over me or to protect against me?
I suppose you'll have your answer when you wake in the morning.
No more dreams await you in sleep this night. Only the warm knowledge that indeed you are not alone.
Okay. I think we just started a new cutscene. Oh. Never mind. He's just sleeping. Okay. So, we're fully charged now. All spells locked and loaded.
Nothing hurts anymore.
So, one thing I read online, one tip I read, is that if you are someone who can summon an Earth Myrmidon, and you're fighting, what's her name? Orin? That having the, if she's just chasing you around, having the Earth Myrmidon keep swinging at her, it can keep knocking her prone, possibly. So, I'm gonna try having that summoned. Okay. And let's have him do dragon.
Soldier.
And her do, where's water? Water. And also Dryad. And then water. I've heard some people use strength potions and enlarge and throw her into the chasm.
The magic touch.
That's funny. I didn't know about that one.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Okay. Need to do long strider still. Alright, and then speak with animals.
Well, hello. At the ready.
Okay, and then this makes all of us immune to fear.
All's well that ends. Not
Okay.
as bad as it could have.
And then Try that again. Okay, I think that's everybody. Alright.
Can't slow down.
Okay, so now the question is... let's see, if we go back to the sewers... The Undercity Ruins? Do I have what's necessary to get through the quest door to get to Orin? We're about to find out.
The spill of murderous loins approaches once more. Show you must bear proof of the Dreadlord's favor. Then you must know the way. An amulet.
Okay, hold on. How... Do I still have the bag of hands? Is that...
The spill of murderous loin. Then you must know the way. Then...
What do I do with the hands? Do I have to take them... I guess I have to take them to the murder tribunal? I'm really just... The things that's giving me pause right now is... Someone in chat said that you could skip the tribunal. Shoot the hanging corpses with a bow.
Keep your distance down.
Really? What?
Intestines through.
Okay, that...
Blood whispers.
Okay.
How much farther can I go?
That makes no sense to me. Why does that work? Oh, this thing. Okay, I remember this. There's like some snipers or something that shoot at you from up here. I think if I have one person go invisible and just like run down there, there's like a waypoint and we can just like skip this. Try this out. Alright, so I'm invisible. And he can fly 60 feet per turn.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Still in control.
Okay. Alright, dash. I'm just doing this in turn-based to get the absolute most out of this potion, because otherwise, you know, due to human error, I wouldn't be able to get as much out of it.
The air is ripe with magic.
Baldur's Gate, is this the game where Muck goes boom boom strat? I did do that in the second playthrough, yes. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Is this the way? Wait, this is not... Wait, is it? Do I go through this door? Hold on. Yeah, there's the waypoint. It's down there. Yes, okay.
Don't waste a step.
There we go. Okay. Alright. So now all of you guys, Temple of Ball.
Never a dull moment.
Wait. This guy. Summons can't travel through waypoints. Oh, forgot. Okay. Can they go to town and come back from town and pick up the other guy? Okay. Alright. We'll have to go back and pick him up. So let's do and Undercity Ruins. Okay, we're all together now. Temple of Ball. What a way to skip all the content.
Keep going.
Yeah, I watch bits and pieces of someone doing a speedrun of the game, and that's how I remembered, like, oh, you could just invis past this part. Because I do remember doing that fight in my previous playthrough. And although we are really close to level 12, I'm also fully buffed up, fully rested for fighting Orin.
Trap. This place is more dangerous than I thought.
What the heck? Oh, candles.
Shall we? Traps. How considerate.
Foot, hot foot. Place is trapped.
Okay. I have to leave turn-based mode. Why'd you kill the final Lies of P boss? No. Maybe tomorrow we work more on that. Yeah, for those who've not been watching the Lies of P DLC playthrough, we're at the final boss, and it took me like 3 attempts to get to phase 2, and then I banged my head against phase 2 for like an hour and a half. It's kind of reminds me of trying like Radahn in Elden Ring DLC. Like, it is really tough phase 2. Can you skip the big fight at the end of the gates before the ascension to the brain? Alright, I'm pretty sure, if I had more invisibility potions, I'm pretty sure that you can, when you enter that final section where you have to, like, fight through the ruins of the city and climb up the brainstem, I think you can invis/fly through that whole thing. And then get to the brainstem, and then have Gale blow up. And then the end. Alright, I'm actually a little nervous here, because this is basically the final fight I'm concerned with. We will see what happens.
Oh, master, master, master! You have come home to your royal dwelling. Don't lift a pinky. I have been waiting to open the door for you. Lady Orin told me not to let you in. But I'd never listen to the pretender to your fetid throne.
You've seen Orin?
We are unfortunate bunkmates, as she refuses to leave your estate. Every day she kills me as I'm trying to beautify the temple for your return. Up to thrice some days.
So he just comes back to life.
By you is so much more pleasurable, master.
Open.
1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. There's a
That's a lie.
on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. Chat, I encourage you, slip that in your day-to-day conversation. Someone's like, hey, could you pass the salt? Be like, 1,000 succubi could give me no greater delight. And just tell me what the look is on their faces. We are a hair from level 12 now.
Be running.
Alright, so Halsin's down there on the altar. Dude, if I could find... Oh, man. If I could find any little side quest to do for 1,000 XP, we'd be max level. I should really do that before this. I should. I don't know if I will. A more patient muck would go do that. Have you rescued Valo? Is that 1,000 XP? No, I have not.
Why begin with a death blow? A properly cut throat does not kill right away. It bleeds the victim.
Like a prize.
The fight you skipped. There's any number of things. I'm just trying to think, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get dragged into a one-on-one here, or if I can have the whole party join in. And if I have everybody fight in, are all of these other NPCs around the place going to start attacking me? Hang on a sec. You cannot fast... Oh, I can just walk out. Hang on. Find the building with the woman with the egg. Oh, I know where that is. Hang on. I gotta get out here so I can fast travel. This is Saturday night, chat, though. We can stay up a little bit later. I think talking to the Gith is free XP. Gith? Okay. Alright, there's that. Basilisk Gate? Okay. We walked past it earlier. Suspicious, don't know. Where was it? I feel like it was on the southern side of the city. I don't remember exactly where. Solus isn't a Gith, who? He's talking about Solus for Dragon Age Inquisition. Everybody calls him Egg, because he got a big old bald head. Where was it? Fireworks. I think the fireworks is too risky. Lucky if you have to get that too, there will be kind of a hard fight there. I already gave her the Gith egg. Beehive goods and wares. That's not that. Flim's cobblers. Old Garlos. That's the bank. Bar open. Mailbox. Shoot, I don't remember where it is. I know I've run past it. I just can't recall where it's at.
The Lodge, meeting
This is
house
it.
of the Society
This is
of
it.
Brilliance.
Oh, what? Okay.
Whoever did this had no rhyme or reason. Just viciousness.
That is a lot of ketchup. That is a lot of ketchup. Holy crap. The Gith portal. Dude, I have no memory of this. In my previous playthroughs, the other people I knew from the Society of Brilliance were here. So do you go through the portal? Alright, I really hope this isn't some gimmick thing that kills you.
Who are you? Another who needs to learn the difference between right and wrong?
Pataris? Who are you?
And a familiar one at that. Can it
Oh
be
no,
that
he's
this
on the
is
legendary
hatched
action
from the
list.
egg you took from the crash?
I've never seen this. Are you responsible for the massacre I just walked through? Wait, don't be a jerk. You don't have to fight. Oh, what? Oh, I'm Muckdorf. Who are you?
I am Pataris, and I am good. Father was bad. They all were. I tried to make them better, but they were not strong enough. They lacked resolve.
Don't worry, I'm not here to judge.
Everyone judges, and everyone must be judged. This is the only way to know if we are good enough. Father was not. He was not righteous. He was not innocent. His thoughts were impure.
You'd make a good
Such
paladin.
Evil can only be cured one way. With pain. With torment. And if that does not work, with death, tell me, are you a good person?
I've tried to be, though I've failed often enough.
Then perhaps I am one of your failures. I know what you did to me. I see the memory of it. Right there in your head. You stole me from my people. Gave me to that woman.
Not gave,
Unhatched,
sold. There's a huge difference.
You let me be brought here so Father could hurt me. You are bad. You must be taught a lesson.
Persuasion. You would have been destroyed if not for me. I saved you. We got it.
You're trying to save me. I don't understand. Father saved me. I was a nasty, evil thing, but his treatments made me good. I'm cured.
Congratulations! Cured? You still look Githyanki to me. Dude, you'll convince this poor kid that being a Gith is a disease? Good people offer forgiveness to those with sin, not death.
You're right. You're right. I killed him. I killed all these people. I am no better than any of them. The code is flawed. And I am a monster. As he said I was. I cannot be trusted. What have I done?
One person leveled up. Which one's that? Okay. Last feat. Do we have alert already? Yeah, we do. How about +2 wisdom? Nice and simple. Just one? Yeah, I don't know why. The others didn't.
Trust no one.
He needs 1100. She needs 300. He needs 572.
Ash and meat. Open up.
Lady Esther. Graceful claw. Send to camp. Note. Yeah, this is crazy. I never saw this. When down, automatically stabilize at the start of the turn. Whenever you're healed, you restore the max number of possible hit points. It's an amulet? That's kind of cool. Okay, where are we on the map? Nowhere. I was wondering if this would be on the sewers map, but it's not. Wooden chest.
Inside.
Okay, well, that's close enough. Alright. Now the question is, in the Temple of Baal, do we start attacking from the outside and hack our way in? They'll kill Halsin, but, you know, who cares?
Not over.
Or do we talk with them and go down together? Go back to camp, try to remove and get the characters back in the party. If I do that, it's going to undo all their transformations and spell slots and stuff. You get bad ending for not dueling? Yeah, I'm not going to duel. I don't care about that. If I just walk down there... Okay, is she going to, like, challenge me to the duel and then I can just say no if I just walk down there? Like, I'm wondering if I should kill people up here and then hack my way down, or if I should just go down there. Pretty sure those guys don't fight. I'm scared. This is it, chat. This is probably the toughest remaining thing in the game.
You are. Did it think it could protect? Did it think it could save? Only the blades.
I don't know why, but she's not in the conversation. Imagine if I could pick up Halsin and put him in my bag. Why does Halsin only have 10 hit points? So, like, I could, with Karlach, I could just start blasting. What do we got here? Legendary resistance, incapacitation. Legendary action, murderous retort. Once per round, you can use your legendary action to immediately strike back at her attacker. If Deathbringer's legacy is active, she uses Deathbringer's assault as dead. What is Deathbringer's legacy? Orin can use Deathbringer assault until the end of her next turn. 21 to 210. And because it's 7 hits, that would absolutely kill someone like full dead. Also, hold on, what is this? About Baal's Edict. If Orin... Wait, hold on, there's something else. This thing. This thing gets legendary actions? If Orin does not use a legendary action this turn, the Dread Lord will place a creature under Baal's Edict. Baal's Edict is available to the Boon of Baal during combat with Orin in Honor Mode. It forces a creature to become your murderer. If it does not kill another during its turn, it will die. If Orin is not used her legendary by the end of a round, and Orin is not dueling her opponent... Wait, if Orin has not used her legendary action by the end of a round, and Orin is not dueling her opponent alone, the Dreadlord places a creature under Baal's Edict. So you have to have something hit her each turn to trigger her thingamabob, I guess. And how tough is she's 210, but doesn't she have a transformation? Like, doesn't she, like, partway through the fight, she turns into, like, the friggin' Predator or something. I remember that. Persuasion. You make a meaningless offering. It is my blood you must spill.
You do not lie, underling. It is your blood. You still don't remember.
How you screamed as my knife slit your skull. Your brain juices. Sticky and sweet.
Dang. That is a handsome dwarf.
A little hole, big enough for the worm. Your body, a blood sack to feed it.
It's weird hearing my own voice.
The Baal turned meat puppet, strung up by the sinews and plucked by my hands.
A straggling memory rises. Day your tyranny should have engulfed this world. It was you who were the first to be enslaved. Orin's smile was the last thing you saw. Her bright blade glinting as she chiseled into your skull. She robbed you of your bloody birthright, reduced you to nothing.
Husk, maggot, a ball spawn, slip sliding in filth with these pigs. You don't deserve the Murder Lord's blessing.
So, hold on, I just thought of something. I just thought of something, chat. I just thought of something. We have one person not in combat. Wait, why did that not work? Oh, hang on. If I want to survive this, she needs to be not here. Alright, hang on a sec. I need one person not here. One of those things hits the zip code. One of those is the bomb that is supposed to blow up the whole factory. Like the whole like steel factory. Does unstoppable block bombs. She's not unstoppable right now. Although the only person not in combat can't hit her right now. Like, I could just go punch her with this earth elemental. Oh, God. Alright. Hold on a sec. You... go to camp. I don't care if Muck dies. I can afford to revive him. It's everything else I'm concerned about. Hang on a sec. Dude, I need it. She's terrifying, man. Alright, Karlach has the money to get everyone back. Yeah, no one... Yeah, I need someone... Okay, question. If you attack a barrel... If you attack a barrel... does it have to be fire damage to set it off? Or can you just hit it with like a normal hit to make it explode? It needs to be fire? Okay, then I might have to finish the conversation and then blast it. Okay. So we gotta finish the talk. Forget ball. It's your nether stone I've come for.
Opens its lips and spews filthy lies. No, no! None can resist Father's blessing. Come close, my death's heads, but keep your blades on. He wants to taste my domination. An altar flowing with his own unwilling flesh.
You should have trained harder, Master.
I'm max level. Alright, I think this is gonna be cool looking, so I'm gonna let this play. What's up, Satan? What? Oh, there we go. Wait. Okay. Chat. This is every explosive I was able to fit into a small bag. You can't see all of them. As well as the rune powder barrel from Act 1 and the rune powder bomb meant to destroy the factory. Assuming it knocks us straight backwards, we're gonna go into the void. Wait.
Let's kick in.
Oh no, it pulled Karlach from town. Oh no! You're not supposed to be here. Oh my god, dude, my heart rate just shot up.
Death is but a word away.
How big is the explosion? Yes. I don't know, I was told it was like mini screens?
Of course.
God, hold on. Do I have like a invulnerability or sanctuary? I don't know. Dude, I didn't expect it to pull Karlach out of town. That was not in the cards. Create a barrier that makes creatures and objects inside it immune to damage. Oh my god, I had one. I had one.
Still on my feet.
Okay. Now I need fire damage. Now I need fire damage. Freak it, dude! I'm shaky. I'm supposed to not care. I'm supposed to be chill about this. Fire. What is this? Fire is this? Scroll of fire, amber? No. Crooked wand of fire, but no. Scroll of wall of fire. Well, was that good enough? Alright, hang on. Alright. On the off chance that I get knocked straight backward and lit. Hold on, what is the cast range of this? We need to hit her. It's not very long. Okay. On the chance that I get knocked straight backward from the explosion and I survive, I don't want to get thrown off the cliff. Alright, chat. It all comes down to this. Oh, hang on. Okay, I see how this works now. Target too far. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, use a lifeline, phone a friend, poll the audience. I cast Wall of Fire. Damn it! She's alive! However, a lot of dudes went off the cliff. Unstoppable worked. It didn't say she had unstoppable at the beginning. She's bleeding and burning. Halsin's dead. Oh, no one cares. It didn't say she had unstoppable at the end. Man. Hold on. God, I kind of... Man. Man. With how many small sources of damage just went off, I'm kind of shocked she's alive. Don't you dare. I know. What do these guys do? They have Sanctuary. I can't hurt them. Alright. So he's already done a spell this turn. This is just to heal Mux up. Well, we will blame you. Don't forget Ball's insta-kill legendary thing. I said I wouldn't abuse that bug. Okay, so I know how to basically end the task in the task manager and you load a previous save. It's not that difficult to do, but I vowed at the beginning of the run I would not do that unless we had a bug kill us. This is BS, but not a bug.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Alright, so he's already cast a spell this turn. Spike growth? Offhand shot? Oh god, she jumps! Ooh! I am so far away, are you kidding me? I'm glad we're all immune to fear. She's in the bubble! She's invulnerable. She just went... Oh my god. Push her down? I'll try. I mean, is someone invulnerable able to be knocked back? Immune to damage. Not immune to damage, not immune to knockback. Step on her toes. I don't know if this is going to work on these guys or not. Okay, it does hit them. Sanctuary, can't hit it. Not with direct damage, anyway. When does the dome wear off? Sludgy Sling, Painfully Heavy Sludge, Elemental Warp. This might knock her prone. Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Who just went off the cliff? He landed here. My characters are all alive. She landed up there. Did I not see someone go off the cliff? Boon of the Unstoppable on Orin. 12 more Unstoppables. Thunderwave? I can try. Dude, I feel like that is such a low chance of working. I don't see an arrow on her. Is she knockbackable? Where's shove? Too heavy to shove. I don't know if she can be knocked back with Thunderwave. Like, see, there's an arrow for my people. There's not an arrow for her.
I smell blood.
And I don't think Myrmidons have a shove button. Can you make her lighter? 12 unstoppable. Alright, I'm really scared of her knocking my people off the cliff now. Wait. Does this work in... Hang on. Resisted it. I was hoping to just use up one of the unstoppables, but it didn't work. I don't know if I want to use I could cancel the invulnerability thing. I don't know if I should.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Oh no, the game crashed. Oh my god, dude, the temptation is there. This target cannot be moved by force. What really bugs me is you see how when you mouse over her it says Unstoppable 12? That Unstoppable wasn't there when I blew up the barrels. It appeared after the first explosion and before the next like 30 explosions. That's the reason she went to half and not dead. Alright, use survival instinct on yourself.
Give in.
Alright, aren't these guys doing so? Are these guys what's giving her the unstoppable? The Reapers? I remember I had another spell in here that was like something of war. Oh no, hang on. So this thing does 12d6 plus 36. If I use this on her, it would eat up all of her shields. But then I have to follow that up before she gets more shields. So it would do, the 12d6 would eat the shields, then she would take 36. But she goes right there. So I don't think I could do anything truly amazing at that point. Alright. She has 12 unstoppable. Artistry is 6 hits. Each shot is 2d6. Oh, whoops. Need to get rid of invuln? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that too. Alright. Gale just leveled. Can I do the level now? Oh, man.
It's easy these days.
Alright. So I think she is gonna just like tunnel vision me, right? So maybe I lead her back down to the low ground? It does show the 12 unstoppable for the firewall. What? That's baloney. Those are lies. Alright, I'm gonna put her... I think she's gonna just tunnel vision him. She's throwing stuff at Asterion. Okay. Can you guys be knocked back? Hold on, I have a thing for this. Oh, hold on. He's in darkness. Oh my god, they all resisted. That would have insta-killed 2 of them. And he's out of actions. Huh? Wait, what? Okay, hold on, let me explain this. She started to move away. Karlach did an attack of opportunity. Orin said, "You and turned around and is now slashing at Gale. Maybe she's just slashing at this whole area. Try to add... Okay, so he got hit, no damage, but got knocked out of it. What does Ball's Murderous Mark do? Jesus Christ, where's she going? She's teabagging get... Okie dokie. This will heal Orin, but it will save Gale. That guy is still in Sanctuary. Alright, the bird has the ability to hit that... Wait, I gotta do this so it doesn't leave the darkness. Not enough... Just freaking... Whenever the bird lands, it leaves darkness. Which I don't really want, it's just part of it. Alright. Well, it's blind, and we got used up some of the unstoppable. Try to knock her prone. Miss. Boon of the Unstoppable on Orin. Back up to 12. I don't know if there's much point in healing Gale above what he's currently at. Okay, we killed another dude. Asterion leveled up.
A tale for the ages.
Where to send you? Could fly down here with the others. Guess I'll do that. Is she only melee? Yeah, but she can leap like 40 feet twice per turn. Like, she started the fight and went jump, jump. So, you know, there's that.
Well, so much for peace.
Alright, Target too far. No, it's not. You're just being dumb. Potion of Greater Healing. Oh, none of the birds were able to attack of opportunity. I am so glad I resisted that stun. Do I have another knockback arrow I could attempt? I don't know. I think I only had the one. Alright. Have you checked if you have any hold monster scrolls or auto laughter? I have... yeah. I have 2 scrolls of old monster. It can be resisted though. Wisdom save. So if I'm gonna have anyone do it... Hold on, do they roll against your wisdom? Or does it matter the wisdom of the person casting it? Or is it just the wisdom of the victim? It's just their wisdom. Okay. I doubt she's in range right now. No. 25% chance. Alright, I think I wait for her to get a bit closer first. Alright, well, no point in that. Let's just do... I forgot to do that buff on him with the spear today. Oops. Immune to bleeding. Earth Myrmidon is not impressed. Ow. Earth Myrmidon is not impressed. All right. Why did it say can't reach destination? And then he proceeded to immediately reach the destination. Wow, those are both hits into her eye sockets. Much pain. Whee! Wait, did he take any damage from that? I don't know if he did. Boon of Unstoppable on Orin. Back up to 12. Okie dokie. This would heal a lot of teammates, and it would also top that guy off and give him a bit of a heal. I think we deal with that.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Alright, max rank possible. Moonbeam on him. 37, nice. Okay, and big potion. That I've seen bigger.
Where do I go from here?
That guy's still alive. Wait, hold on. What? Why is Muk suddenly encumbered? Did you get strength drained or something? Also, I didn't know survival instinct worn off. I wouldn't have cast that earlier. Shoot. Hang on. I'm hardly carrying anything. What are you talking about? Okay, he's not encumbered anymore. It's fixed. Charge forward all objects and creatures. Push 13 feet away. Doesn't look like it. Man, I'm so sad at how those bombs worked out, chat. Like, I really thought that that was going to be amazing. And it kind of wasn't. Resisted stun. Yeah, mess with the roll. Try to charm her. It worked. She can't hit him again this turn. Critical miss, throwing something at Asterion. Yo, stop! So many swings. God. Backlash. Ow. Gale is very low health. So he did, there was water on the ground from the healing explosion, and he just froze all that water. Alright, let's teleport away. Okay. I know this will hit the bird. Dang it, seriously? 3 hit points. Okay. You failed because you waited till finishing the convo. Should have been earlier. No, I interrupted the convo with that, didn't I? Wait, no, you're right. We watched the movie. Never mind. Miss. Boon of the Unstoppable on Orin. Ball's Edict on Gale. Gale has to get a kill this turn. Right? If you don't kill another creature before the end of your next turn, you die instantly. Alright, I left a guy down here at 4 health. That's actually possible. Now, I have a small concern here. Historically, when creatures are like, oh, if you hit me, I do bad thing to you. If I hit them with Moonbeam, it doesn't trigger bad thing. Because it's not like a direct hit, it's like an area of effect. I'm really hoping this counts for killing this. It didn't. It did not. Alright, I think he's dead. Check if you have any bonus action damage. Kind of already did. Hang on a sec. Cancel and turn. Like, look at what we got here. Healing word, wild shape. If I had more movement, I could try shoving someone off the cliff. I don't know if that works, though. Cannot harm Sanctuary. Yeah, but can I shove? I don't think so. Click on the bonus action icon. That's what we got. Wild shape? What? Can wild shape prevent the death? Even if it could, it costs him a full action to transform. He can't do that right now. What is, isn't there a potion that gives you like a full additional turn? What is that called? I don't know that I'd want to use it right now anyway. Speed? I think that's just a drug, isn't it? Oh no, I do have speed. Bonus action. Gain an extra action, +2 bonus to armor class, advantage on dex saving throws, double your movement speed. Okay. She's at 6 health. What can he do to hopefully guarantee kill her? That's 98%. Probably upcast it, just to be safe. 7 to 42. Alright. 7 to 42 damage. What if I do 3? 6 to 42. No, sorry. 6 to 36. That worked. Oh my god. Okay, he passed the edict. Yay, drugs.
I don't fancy their chances.
Oh my god. Alright, that's another one down. Alright, I really don't want to heal her, and she's got Sanctuary. So I could do that. That. Damn it, that one missed. We did kill that guy, though.
Time for a cull.
Cannot harm Sanctuary, cannot harm Sanctuary. I guess we could start working on getting rid of the Unstoppables. So that only took away 1 Unstoppable, despite the fact that that hit her with 2 sources of damage. Wait, what? Now when I mouse over her, it doesn't show oh, hold on. Is there just too many buffs and debuffs on her? Yeah, there's just too many buffs. Okay, that's what it is. Miss. Wait, she just healed. Why? She just slipped on the ice! Oh my god. Her own dudes froze the water that spilled out from my healing, and she just slipped and fell. Get her? I mean, she's still got Unstoppable. But, I mean, yeah. Let's see. Bonus action. Double my movement. The freaking... I'm trying to not put darkness on her, which would make it, because then everybody else wouldn't be able to do anything. Miss? She's on the ground! I just failed 2 70%.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Wait. I thought that was the Earth Elemental. It's not. Alright, warp. Okay, this guy's at 3 health, and 2 more over there. Okay, both died. All enemies are dead except Orin. Burrow attack? Sade Burrow. If they resisted, they'll take any damage, so it didn't use up the unstoppable. Okay.
The witching hour.
Doesn't the ball thing just get... Are you serious? Gale, you were flying. Gale just fell. Alright, we've replaced the ice with water, somehow.
Let's have some fun.
Can you help him up?
I swear.
I swear? Yeah, that's right. And then use your offhand crossbow.
Yes.
Now, remember, it's... Any turn you don't trip... Well, I don't know, because her legendary action should have been triggered by meleeing her with the Earth Myrmidon, but that just didn't happen. But if we get through the Unstoppable, we can use that Art of War scroll and really let her have it.
Destroyer.
He lost concentration on the big moonbeam, too. Hold on, do I have any other druid spells that do a barrage of hits? I don't think I do. Moonbeam will do 2 hits per turn, because one when you move it and one on the beginning of their turn. I don't think so. Okay, no. Alright. Rank 5, Moonbeam. Alright, there's one gone. Oh, he's still on crack!
Never a dull moment.
Wait. Dance Macabre from the Necronomicon. Once per long rest. Hold on. I haven't used this at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I summoned the boys. Chat, you can't see it, but there's 4 there. Birds tried to hit, they missed. I tried to tweak the roll, it didn't work. Ow, mother. Watch, I hear prediction. All the ghouls are gonna come down and slip on the ice and fall. I mean, I hope not, but that's what I'm thinking.
Knees high.
Alright, Gale's back up. Here's what I'm hoping doesn't happen, is I hit her and she legendary action slaps the bird off the cliff. We need more movement. Alright, use your bonus action to dash, which is something pets can do. Rend. Come on, you're hitting a blind target. Hey, you wanna join me? Hang on, chat. Chip is thinking about joining me. What's up? Yeah. You want it? He's being very indecisive. Alright, I'll just let him chill for a minute. Alright, past that. This guy... Wait, no, not that. Burrow... Not enough movement, okay. Try to bait her attack. Alright, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 misses with the familiars. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Miss, 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 so we didn't use up any of her unstoppables.
Unleash me.
He doesn't have an action point. Shove! Alright, just chill, I guess. He can't really do anything. Magic Missile Scroll. If we get her Unstoppables down, I'm gonna hit her with the Art of War Scroll, which does over 100 damage.
Behold, the dance of death.
But we gotta chew through this crap first. Can still Wild Shape Story for him. Yeah.
I speak.
I'd rather save the Wild Shape to turn him into like an owlbear or something if he survives another turn. Drink a potion with Mug.
What path lies before me? I'm ready.
Wait, how many shots does this do? 4 rays of fire. This is to try to use up her shields. Okay. Offhand. Okay. Alright, shields are gone. What is she gonna do? Critical miss, whatever that was. Ow! Immune to fear. We're all immune to fear because we ate good this morning. What the hell? She just made boys. The boys! What are you swinging at? Oh, that thing did an attack of opportunity. Okay. We need to... warp here. We need to move a little bit further away from her so this heal doesn't hit the boss. Remember when there was a Halcyon on the altar? Yeah, he's still there. I realize a 45% is not a great chance, but we have missed a 70, a 70, a 70, a 70, a 45, a 45, a 45, and a 45. That is some odds. Nice. Okay. That freaking got Asterion, but her legendary action just got used. Okay. Oh! Asterion has the ring that regens him 1d4 each turn. He just got up all by himself.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Okay. Does he have an action point? No. Does he have an action point? No. Oh my god. Okay, the only person with an action point right now is you. Search war. Come on, the barrels failed me. I need you to do good. Alright, 12d6 plus 36 force. Okay. She has 10 stack. Okay, that ended up being really good. Okay, the reason why this guy has a thing where whenever he's doing radiant damage, he applies Radiant Orb, which debuffs their attack. It also applies to Force, apparently, because she's got 10 stacks of Radiating Orb. She has minus 10 attack now. Do you have any monsters laying arrows? It doesn't let me use it with those. I really wish he could have moved the Moonbeam and literally anyone else could have done the scroll, but at least by him doing the scroll, she's got that big debuff. Oh, wow. The attack of opportunity from the Earth guy. You stupid witch! She just let through the Moonbeam and killed herself. After all of that? 39 radiant. After all of that, she's just like, you know what? I'm out. Oh my god. I know this will heal an enemy. I don't care. We did it. Chat, we're past the scary part. We did it. Unless I really screw up, I don't think there's anything left. It's a massive threat in honor mode. Unless I just do something wrong. I'm gonna let it play out. But our god is pissed. Daddy's pissed. Blech.
Master, you are the chosen
Oh,
one.
oh, Halsin's uncooked. Nice.
He is near. He comes for you.
This is so metal. I don't recall this. I saw this last time I played. My last playthrough, I embraced the Dark Urge and I was full psycho, and we got this one last time too.
I expected the other, but you live, and her blood is returned to me. You are my chosen. I have a gift for you, child. You will use it to lacerate this world.
A gift from your god, your father, an offering of his affection for you, or confirmation that he owns you.
No god gives selflessly. What do you ask in return?
Domination. Slaughter. Mountains of corpses. You standing atop them. You must destroy this world. It is what you were made for.
For a moment, the brine pool of your brain clears. To die. To rest. To save the world from yourself. To accept. To become his prophet. In any disobedience subject to his lash.
Oh my god, it's 1 a.m.? Dude, did that fight go for like an hour? Holy crap. I've defied you before. You cannot force me to do this.
You refuse me. You are my spawn. Your veins course with mine.
Who's our mom? Who did you get with?
Your life is mine. Accept your inheritance, or I will reclaim it.
I don't need any of this. The only family I know are those who fight by my side.
You were made to
Gale approves.
To devour.
Ah! Oh god, the Taco Bell I ate. Oh! Oh!
And so I will reclaim it.
Oh man, I think I saw Magneto do this once.
Make another who is worthy.
For the first time in over a century, silence falls over the Baal temple.
Do you just now die?
No chants, no screams,
In the lore, yes,
no
but
prayers.
there's something that's about to happen that will,
In the end, your own death
I'll get better.
brought you more joy than any you wrought on this land.
I don't want to spoil it for you.
You are slipping into peaceful oblivion. But your journey is not over.
Quick.
Thou hast defied Baal, thy liege and father, and in doing so hast earned a place among champions and heroes. But alas, thy courage was in opposition to the divine cosmology that bound thee to the Lord of Murder. Thou art now faithless, godless, and doomed to wander the fugue plane for eternity. I will not permit that, though all the powers of life and death dictate that it should be so. I too still hold some power, and I invest a portion of it in thee, who hath challenged the gods and now liveth to tell of it. Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight. For one who can look upon Baal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure.
Thank you for giving me a second chance.
I can only give what thou hast earned. Baal tried to extinguish thee, but his wrath is imprecise. He only succeeded in killing the part of thee he knew. The urge that drove thee to terrible acts, the spark of brutality that made thee his. But there is a new part of you that hath grown during thy travels. That part Baal could not extinguish, and so, instead of destroying thee, he hath made thee anew. The heart of a savior hath overshadowed the mind of a murderer. Thou hast vanquished thine urge.
Did you know my nature all this time?
I know all, but To state truths is to interfere, for the minds of mortals are easily swayed. My place, for the most part, is to observe. This intervention, the reclamation of thy soul, is beyond mine ordinary remit, but thou art extraordinary, and so are these times. Today thou art born anew.
Congratulations. That was hard fought and well deserved. You're free.
Thanks, buddy. You get to blow yourself up soon.
Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none.
I have no idea what to do.
Thy path is clear. You must save Baldur's Gate. As it was, so it is again. A hero has risen from a legacy of death.
Haunted one, ball spawn no more. Good news. Everybody else just leveled up. Alert. Muck. Yeah. Alert. By the way, I was already using the feast buff. It's like the tier 6 magic that gives everybody more hit points. I was already using that just for the bonus hit points. I did not realize until rereading it later that it also made you immune to fear. And the reason I reread it is I was, I'm just gonna show you guys right here. Where is it? Right here. Your whole party's immune to poison, disease, frightened, your HP increases, and you make wisdom saves with advantage. So I looked online and someone's like, I'm so pissed about losing my honor mode to Orin. I started the fight, she screamed at us, we were all feared, and then she just killed everybody and I could never play. And people were like, oh yeah, you need to have immunity to fear. And then I looked and I was like, oh my god, I already have immunity to fear apparently. Which was the feast buff. I don't know if Bluebell's still here. We finally got this guy's hat. She's been saying this whole run, steal his hat. Where did it go? Here it is. At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum equal to charisma modifier. You gain advantage on concentrating saving throws. Okay. Does anyone need that? I've already got advantage on concentration on the druids. I don't have it on Asterion. What the hell was even that? No. I'm not gonna replace what he's got right now. Blood Marrow Skeleton? No. Reaper of Ball? No. Halcyon? No. Orin's Gore Pile. Mutilated Carapace, +1 to attack and damage rolls while shape-shifting or disguise. Advantage on deception checks and persuasion checks. That's only 10 AC. Studded leather armor +2. Wait, that's clothing. Oh no, it does take the place of armor. Okay, never mind. Crimson Mischief. This weapon deals an additional 1 to 4 piercing damage against targets with half health or less. When you make an attack with advantage, the target takes an additional 7 piercing damage. I wonder if that works for your ranged weapon or only your main hand attacks. Another stone pommeled bloodthirst. Whenever you need to roll, okay. Got another stone.
Born anew, cured of all distraction. Good. Orin's netherstone is in our grasp.
I'm sure Gortash will be eager to learn of his rival's demise.
Seek him out.
Okay. All right. So, have you seen the Dirge NPC Easter egg when not playing Dirge? Isn't there like a skeleton or something in here? Like in Orin's chambers or something? I feel like I remember that.
Another step forward.
Alright, so... here's... yeah, like this is her room down here. So, the plan, next time, is we need to... I don't remember the exact order of events, but we need to... make the deal with Gortash, which I've never done before, to avoid fighting him, because I'm just going to skip it. We're going for safety. We need to become a Mind Flayer, which means skipping, what is it? Helping the... skipping getting the hammer from House of Hope, because that's another risk. And then there's the whole city thing, which if I have enough potions of invisibility or the ability to turn invisible in flight, we can skip that. And then assuming Gale listens to me, I don't know if I have to, like, do any conversation with him, but I want to be able to ask him to blow up the brain. And then we win. That's where we're at right now. However, it is 1 in the morning. I stayed up way too late this time, chat. I am going to save our progress here, and maybe we finish one way or another. I think we finish Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode run tomorrow. He doesn't listen if he hates you? Well, currently, he likes me that much. So I think we're in the like area. All right. I gotta say, I was hoping those bombs were gonna do a lot more, but I think it was like the very first little explosion triggered the unstoppable, and then it blocked like most of the big ones. All right, G freaking G. Yeah, so I'm looking here, you guys. Legendary enemies in this act. Boon of Ball, which is the wall, that's done. Calzador, which is Astarion's questline. Gortash, which we're gonna skip. Crown of Karsus, which is like part of the endgame things. Shirai Harak? Oh, I think this was in the basement under the tavern. We killed her. Mystic Carrion, skip. Orin, dead. Pataris, we talked him out of a fight. Raphael, skip by doing the other option. Saravok, skip. I almost fought him, and then chat told me I didn't have to. Viconia Devere. Oh, that's Shadowheart's mom. Or not, well, you know, Sugar Mom. That's Shadowheart's Sugar Mom. And then friggin' dragon, skipping the dragon. Dude, there's 3? Okay, I know there's the one dragon under the city that Will wants you to go fight, and then there's the one that is, like, mind-controlled by the Netherbrain. I don't know the third dragon. Wait, it's got 2 names. Maybe... okay, so, like, in one he's dominated and one he's not? Oh my god, I never pieced that together. Wait, hold on. This is the red dragon at the beginning of the game that Voss was riding, and it becomes the mind-controlled dragon that's defending the Netherbrain at the end. I never pieced that together. I just thought it was a random no-name dragon that the brain picked up. Oh, that's cool. I never realized that was the Voss's mount. Wow, he should have parked it in a different parking lot. That's really stupid of him. All right, chat, thank you guys for joining me, and so many of you stayed this late. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you for it. Couple of plugs. If you're new to my channel, my name is Muck. I stream every evening and every weekday morning. I'll be back tomorrow night for the Sunday night stream, where we try to finish this, maybe finish Lies of P. And you know what? If I'm an absolute gamer and I knock both out in 5 minutes, I might have to prepare a third game. We are at the final boss of the Lies of P DLC, but I've wiped on it for an hour and a half so far. It's really tough. Hit the follow button if you're on Twitch. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Here's links to the Twitch channels if you want to see all the videos I make on both of those. And a special thank you to the patrons, as always, who keep me in business. You guys have a great evening. Sleep well. I'll see you tomorrow. Say it backwards. Edge the need only you'll but see to take, please. Week every giveaways, beakers, the touch don't speakers, the up crank way, the on is entertainment, stay the enjoy. You hope we lab the 2 viewer, dear you welcomes, third the Snuffles, Van Chauncey, Sir, and fourth the Esquire, Reginald Bartholomew, Douglas, Mukluk. The words pour from his mouth, nearly tripping over themselves in their haste. My name is Zunikai. I used to be a slave here, but then I worked hard and they made me an overseer. I kept a good eye on the slaves, and if anyone slacked off, I whipped them hard. Don't clip it. Oh, I'm crying. Oh. Oh! Hi! You stay there. I'm going that way. Deal. You broke the deal. Oh, Chauncey can swim. I didn't know that. How does he look so dapper while swimming? I've never seen a cat look that dapper while swimming. Like, look, his chest is out. He's just like, yeah. Have you attempted Oxygen Not Included? Mm-hmm. I played it on stream, and one very memorable memory is anyone who was at the stream, I was letting them name one of my replicants after them. And I said, Joe Niels, which one do you want to be you? And one of them had like explosive bowel syndrome or something. And he donated $50 and he was drunk and he made the British guy said, I want a character, make me the poop one. I don't know if anyone on Twitch has ever spent $50 to say, make me the poop one. But that day Joe did, and it burned into my mind. The flashlight that we picked up earlier is in hand now. Oh, that's us. Oh, yo, I was getting... The cardboard, this is not going to go well. Run an update. I'm running software updates. This is true horror, chat, because I was a tech support. I can't get away from it. Updated. They just left bread on the table. That bread's gonna dry out. The bread is gonna dry out. There's so much bread. You don't, like, there's the baby's not eating bread. There's 2 of us. There's like 3 loaves of bread there and another 4 right here. What are you doing? Put some saran wrap on it. It's gonna dry out. New oh my god, a freaking patron sound. Oh, yeah, just like, a new arrival, and then Ed Wolf was sure to follow. Oh, hello, welcome, page. Sit down, you. Oh, Season, good to see you. I use numpad for my mounts. I use numpad for this, and 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 other things.
I'm trying to sleep here.
Am I too loud? Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go. It's Sunday, my dudes. I can't do this too loud because everyone's asleep.